Hey everyone, Bree the Gamer here. My recording messed up. There's no camera for this one, so I'm going to be redubbing this in post. And here we go. Hopefully it's gonna be good. Hope you enjoy. I'm back on the black stone path, whipped by wind and rust-colored sand. The thick, dark clouds hanging overhead are heavier than before. But if I'm dreaming again, where is Azra? The unforgiving wind burns my eyes as I search the desolate landscape. Up ahead, too far to reach, Azra is still with the lumbering beast. They've stopped at a fork in the road. One way goes east, the other west. Azra dismounts the creature, placing a hand on its hide. It turns down the path to the east. Azra walks west, and I know at once he's going the wrong way. Not that way, not again. His head turns. Even from the uncrossable distance, I feel our eyes meet. Bree? His voice is just a longing whisper on the wind. With all my will, I drive myself forward to reach out, close enough to grasp hold of his hand. When our hands touch, his eyes are wide with wonder. Before everything around us dissolves and falls away. It's yesterday in the dream. I'm sweeping up in a mess of powdered bat milk when Azra wanders in. Bree, wait till you see what the woods have to offer today. Mushrooms, fruit, and roots tumble out of the bag onto the countertop. He leans on his elbows, hands under his chin, watching me with delight. Wow, so much! This is much more than we need. I thought it'd be better to have plenty. I don't want to leave you here with nothing but pumpkin bread. With my hands occupied, Azra slips a goldberry in my mouth and I chew slowly, tasting nothing. Leave me. That's right. This was the moment right before he packed his bag to go. I wanted to tell him then. Now I can't remember why I didn't. I can't hold it in. I want to come with you. Azra blinks, drops his gaze and sighs. Gentle hands come to either side of my face as he looks deep into my eyes. I know. I wish I could take you, it's too risky. Wherever he goes, it's too far, too fast, too risky for me. But not for him. I turn my face so my lips meet his palm. He goes still with surprise. I'll risk it. You will? Why? You want to join me in the den of a baby-eating blood mountain beast? Slog through the crawling maze of Torturia, only to end up in a quicksand pit in the bog of resistance? He doesn't get it. He blinks when I shake away his touch. I want to be with you. If you're going to Blood Mountain, that's where I want to be. You want to put yourself in danger to be with me? That's... Azra worries his lips in thought. He steps back, shaking his hands down my arms. You're really serious this time, huh? Turning you down is even harder when we want the same thing. You don't want to be left behind, and I don't want to leave you, but... Sometimes we can't have what we want, even when it feels right. I'll bring back whatever you want, okay? Anything. My brow furrows and he squeezes my hands in apology. I don't want souvenirs. I want to be where he is. I thought he wanted the same. I grip his hand and look him in the eye. If I had to be the one to banish these doubts, I will. Do you want me? I feel it radiating off him in waves, as if he can't contain it. Yes, yes, yes! I want you, I need you, I miss you so much. A tremor runs through his hands, and then his fingers carefully slip between mine as he lowers his gaze. I can't. If only you knew. When he pulls back, he looks into my eyes with such clarity that everything else goes out of focus. You're more honest in dreams. Just like I remember, Azra takes a flower and tucks it behind my ear before I can speak. I really can't wait to see you again. I'll be back soon. His voice reverberates through my consciousness, soft and full of promise. My mind grasps after the vestiges of the dream, but it's futile. It's already fading away. Sunlight tickles my face. I open my eyes with a groan. Morning, Bree. Portia sets out a tray of breakfast pastries while I slowly sit up. What a lovely sunrise. Did you sleep well? The Countess wants to meet you in her library once you've eaten and dressed. Portia sets a neat pile of elegant clothing on the bed beside me. I unfold the top piece, marveling at the way the fabric moves. We took your old clothes to be laundered. Milady asked me to provide these for you. I'll be waiting in the hall whenever you're ready. Portia ducks out the door. I move the silky garments aside and toss back my bed covers. I eat quickly, not wanting to keep the Countess waiting. The pastries are still warm and flaky, each more delicate and whimsical than the last. Then I disrobe and put on my new outfit, fumbling with its clasps and buttons. Ooh, don't you look nice? The Countess has a real eye for fashion, and she'll definitely be pleased. Portia stops before a panel on the wall, 3 times my height. It's crafted of smooth wood and all colors of rippling honey. Carved with dizzying intricacy is a great tree in the height of maturity. Its leaves and fruit are inlaid with jewels, precious stones, and mother of pearl. It's Milady's own work. Beautiful, isn't it? Portia retrieves a ring of keys from her pocket. There are about a dozen, each carved of the same wood as the panel and each bearing a distinct jewel. One by one she finds their locks in the panel. With each key, the root of the tree starts to unwind from each other, pulling free from the floor. When all the locks have been turned, the panel folds upon itself like a paper fan. There are books everywhere, books winding up the walls, reaching the ceiling. The Countess is waiting for us, seated in a reclining chair. Her eyes glitter with approval when she sees me. Bree, you look positively radiant. She gestures to the towering shelves all around us. Do you read? I nod. The Countess tempers her surprise. Somehow I suspected that you want my... It's a great gift to read. Where I came from, it was shared amongst all citizens, but woefully uncommon here. This way, if you please. She leads me deeper into the shelves. Portia follows with the jingling ring of keys. I can't stop staring at all the books. My fingers itch to run along their spines, but I resist. Bree, you are my guest. If you should like to return here, you need only ask, but for the moment, the Countess stops before an alcove nestled between the shelves. I would have your undivided attention here. A desk stands in a slim ray of daylight cast from a tiny window. Books, journals, papers, and scrolls cover every inch of the desk. Despite the clutter, everything is carefully organized. Someone's place of study, preserved in time. This was Dr. Deverick's desk. He was employed at the palace as was your master Azra. We called upon them to conduct a cure for the plague. My blood runs cold. The Red Plague, as it was called, swept through the city like wildfire. It claimed young and old, frail and strong. There was no way to tell who would succumb. Cases are rare now. I can't remember the last time I saw the telltale red in the whites of someone's eyes. Physicians, scientists, alchemists, fortune tellers, magicians, all were invited in hopes that our resources may aid in their research. Perhaps he was plotting even then, but the doctor accepted our invitation, as did your master Azra. Her gaze shifts to the window. It overlooks a large willow tree which hangs over the fountain in the garden below. I've had the desk and its contents examined, but perhaps you'll make better use of it. It is the best lead I can offer. She draws away, passing me and the perfuming in the air with jasmine. The search for Dr. Deverick is now in your hands. You may proceed as you see fit. I ask only that you meet with me for dinner this evening. She smiles serenely and sweeps out of the room, Portia following in her wake. I messed up some of these lines, sorry. I'm left alone with the doctor's desk. There's a stack of books, a leather-bound folio, and scrolls tucked away in a little drawer. Drawers. I unfurl one of the scrolls. The paper is soft, almost powdery to the touch. It is written in a hurried, fluid scrawl that is nearly impossible to read. At the bottom of the page, isolated from the dense swath of cursive, is a single letter J. I narrow my eyes at the scribbles on the page, trying to make sense of them. Dear sister? Yes, I think it's addressed Dear Sister. I run my fingers over the words and my heart skips a beat. I feel a sharp jolt of longing and old regret. Suddenly I realize I'm sensing the doctor was feeling when he wrote the letter. I quickly rewind the scroll and tuck it in my bag. This fragile piece of paper is something the doctor cared about, something with a connection to him. A surge of excitement and apprehension rushed through me. I can use this. With the scroll and my magic to assist me, I might be able to find him. I glance out the window at the sky. It's a bit past noon. If I'm quick, I should be back in time for dinner with the Countess. The sun starts dipping in the sky as I make my way back into the city. My breath grows short as tremors of anxiety radiate from my guts, spreading to my fingertips. I haven't done magic like this on my own. I've always had Hazra with me before. Azra. Memories of his familiar voice soothe my mind. Start with your breath, follow with your heart, and be present. Finding the calm I need, I gather up my magic, holding the scroll in both hands. A tingling sensation grows at the base of my neck. I follow the feeling away from the palace through the city streets. I end up in a narrow, slippery street at the south end of Vesuvia. Its shabby stones are layered in scales. Clustered apartments line the passage, and murky reddish water swirls in the sluggish canal. Suddenly a door in front of me swings open, casting warm light down 3 jagged stone steps. Oh, I'll be back, just stepping out for some air. I freeze mid-step, my heart leaping in my throat. My spell worked, but I hadn't thought about what I'd do when I find him. I try to back away quietly, but something catches my heel, toppling me into an empty barrel. The next thing I know, I'm staring at the sky, limbs flailing uselessly as quick footsteps approach. Hello, that was quite a tumble. Are you alright? The doctor leans over the barrel, extending a hand. He rears back when he sees my face. The shopkeep? What are you doing here? Come on, up, Stacy. A firm grip encircles each of my wrists, and I'm hauled out of the barrel like a snail shucked from its shell. I stagger forward into the doctor's broad, gleaming chest.